West Ham are on their way to Dublin. Let's get into this one. Hello, welcome to On Me Edson. I hope you're all well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So, this is a momentous occasion for West Ham United. Or is it? So, West Ham have just come off an emphatic victory over Freiburg in the Europa League. That puts them through to the quarter-finals. Whoopee for West Ham United. However, there are lots of great teams still left in the competition. So West Ham could be on their way to Dublin, the final, in May, or it could be an early exit. Whilst not embarrassing, it could still be the result that dashes our hopes. Now on Friday, the quarter-final and semi-final draws were made for the Europa League. So teams left in the pot, as it were. Liverpool, who are riding high in the Premier League, of course, and they're my top tip, actually, to win the league this season. West Ham, of course, are still there, fighting fit. And then you got teams like Benfica, who are currently sitting second in the Portuguese league, and you've got Marseille in the French league, who are sitting in seventh, I believe. You got Atalanta, who are seventh in Serie A. You got Roma in fifth, and you got AC Milan in second. So no slouches, any of them. Now, as soon as the draw was made, a friend of mine contacted me. He said, hey, listen, great draw for you guys. And yeah, I can see Moyes getting you through to the final. Let's book our tickets to the final. And I was like, whoa. Hold your horses now. Hold your horses. Let's just dissect this a little bit. The three teams here who are kind of on par with West Ham are Atalanta, Marseille, and I will put Benfica in there as well. They're pretty much on that same level. If we're talking about possibly better teams, well, you've got to look at Roma, you've got to look at AC Milan, and you've got to look at Bayer Leverkusen. So who have West Ham drawn in the quarter-final? You got it, Bayer Leverkusen, who are riding high in the German Bundesliga. Liverpool, by contrast, who are doing very well this season, have drawn against Atalanta. AC Milan have drawn against Roma. And that leaves Benfica against Marseille. Now, for the semi-finals, the winner of AC Milan and Roma play the winner of Bayer Leverkusen and West Ham United. The winner between Liverpool and Atalanta, they play the winners between Benfica and Marseille. So looking at the two halves of the draw, as it were, going to the semi-finals, Liverpool do appear to be playing the three lesser teams, or the options of the three lesser teams, whereas West Ham United, well, they do seem to be playing the three of the better teams. So if West Ham, by some miraculous event, they manage to beat Bayer Leverkusen, they've got to then beat, I would imagine, AC Milan, who I tipped to beat Roma. That's just to get to the final. Liverpool, they only have to beat Atalanta, and they'd probably like to beat either Marseille or Benfica to get through to the final. So at the very best, West Ham will be facing Liverpool in the final. Now again, West Ham, I'm a West Ham fan, but I would see them as big underdogs, rank underdogs in that game. Liverpool have everything going for them. They have an easier pathway to the final, whereas West Ham don't. They're a better team this year than West Ham, for sure. In fact, they're usually a better team anyway. West Ham's head-to-head against Liverpool in recent years has not been great. So when we're talking about West Ham are doing great this season, outsiders looking into the club saying, oh, you're doing great, you're seventh in the league. I sometimes look at our league position and I wonder, how are West Ham in seventh? Some of the performances this year have been pretty poor. Many have been rank average, and every now and again there's the result that surprises us. But David Moyes still seems to get, with a certain amount of consistency, a certain amount of results, points, draws, that keeps us in that seventh position. But it is a false seven. We know we talk about false nines in football, but for West Ham it is a false seven, because you've got to take the likes of Newcastle and Chelsea this season, who've had really poor seasons. You've got to take the teams in and around West Ham or slightly below that could easily make ground. So whilst West Ham are sitting seventh in the league right now, there's no guarantee that they're going to be anywhere near that come the end of the season. I believe a seventh is a good finish now for West Ham. Any higher, I think, is out the window. So realistically, our league form is decent, but it should be of no real concern to teams like Bayer Leverkusen, Roma, AC Milan, and certainly Liverpool. But as we know, anything can happen on the night. So when I get a message saying, let's book our tickets for the final now, I'm saying, hold your horses. I certainly favour Liverpool's chances to get to the final than West Ham. But I will say this, if West Ham can beat Bayer Leverkusen, can beat AC Milan, then I think their place in the final is very well deserved. And it could be that they go in with a lot of confidence, a lot of momentum. By contrast, if Liverpool struggle against Atalanta, struggle against the Benfica or Marseille, then it could work in West Ham's favour. But again, anything can happen on the night. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below about West Ham's league position in general. Does the 7th position right now, does it kind of flatter West Ham's performance this season? Do outsiders looking in, do they have a point that actually West Ham should be happy with our lot? We're in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. If West Ham finish 7th, regardless of Europa League campaign this season, that will mean another season in Europe. So, all is good, all is well. But my gut feeling is that West Ham are hanging on by their fingernails to 7th, and they do very well to get past Bayer Leverkusen in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. No great shame to get knocked out in the quarterfinal stage, of course, but I would fancy West Ham's chances much more if they'd swap places with Liverpool. Liverpool had a much harder run in, and West Ham the easier run. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. How far can West Ham go in the Europa League? How are they going to do against Bayer Leverkusen? And what about the rest of the season? And are the pundits right? Are they right that West Ham should be happy with their lot? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. And I will catch you again on another video coming very soon. Bye now.